but let me just say this. 3 years ago, I created a YouTube video called SaaS is Dead. And it was really early, but I could see it back then where we're moving to is all businesses are going to have their own individualized AI operating system. Now, this could be inside of Airtable, which is what we do, or it could be vibe coded, or you could maybe spend more money and have a proper developer develop a full system for you. But what is happening is you'll have one central location where all of the data feed into that one location through APIs and agents, and you just use the operating system to orchestrate the entire business. So yeah, that's where we're moving to. I mentioned earlier, we say 55 hours. It's because we're building these types of systems and we're just stacking automation on top of automation. We've got dozens and dozens of automations for all of the tiny little things. And you don't want to start this way, but there's a lot of little 5-minute jobs of moving content from here and uploading it onto YouTube, or moving it from here into another system and then back again. Like there's those little 5 minutes, 2-minute things that don't seem like a lot, but the context switching between different windows and different dashboards actually chews up a lot of brain power. And if you can just do that context switching with a button click instead of having to do it yourself, then that's how you start to like really move forward a lot. I don't want to go too deep into this because like I said, I talk for hours. That's not what the summit is about, but that is where we're moving to. So if you like store that in the back of your mind, okay, in the next few years, maybe we're moving to that point. What is the first step that I need to learn now in order to understand how I can start to stack some of these different strategies and processes on top of each other? And then, yeah, you're really in the right place. And before you know it, you like just takes over and time goes by, and then all of a sudden you're an expert in AI in a year's time. Yeah, that's it.
The
That's
other
fun.
yeah, the other thing I'll say is as well is between the three of us who put this summit together, we've all done over 100 summits between the three of us. So for us to build in those automations, we already knew what the workflows needed to look like because we've already done it. So what I would say as well is before you start to build automations, make sure it's something that you already know the process of. Don't just dive in and be like, I've never edited a video in my life, but now I'm going to make a video automation, or have an understanding of what it is you actually need the software to do before you actually start to build it. So that's just another thing I'd say there. But we do have a question from Zippy, which is for you, Mitch. Would you recommend learning Airtable's API Make or NBN as a beginner, and what to do with automations? I know we don't want to dive too deep into this, but
Yeah, and it's a great question. I wouldn't recommend it for everybody. Not everybody has that what's the word that I'm looking for? Like the desire to learn those types of things. But it is valuable for sure. If you have a little bit of technical background and you think you could understand databases and automations, and also it's a lot easier than you think it is as well. Like everything I've done self-taught just from having a bit of an understanding of automations and a logical brain. So it is easy to understand. And there's thousands of templates online that you can use. We do have an NAN product that we have a whole bunch of templates. I don't want this to turn into a selling thing, but that is available if you want to dive into that. But yeah, there's tons of stuff on YouTube as well. So yeah, like NAN has, I'm not lying when I say there's a screenshot. I sent it out to my newsletter last week. You can go to mitchasser.com and read the last newsletter where I sent out the screenshot of us saving. It wasn't 55 hours, it's 52 hours, up 19 hours from the week before. And that was because we're processing so much summit content, which normally we would have had an extra team member or 2 team members to process all of that content. Whereas now it was just done through the NAN workflows. And yeah, like Simone said, is in my last business, we had a team of 7 people. We could produce 1 summit per month with that team of 7. And that was our limit. This system will allow us to do at least 1 per week if we wanted to, with the same amount of team. So like that's the real business use case or business case for building these automations.
if you want to watch the entire episode, click here. And if you want to watch more episodes like this, click here.